Love is sewed in the seams. Sewing is our escape through crafting dreams.
Hey gifted crafters, welcome back to my channel. Today I am obviously not in my craft room, but we are in Sarasota, Florida and visiting a shop that's called Sarasota Sews. And I'm here with Dawn. Super excited to show you guys her shop. And Dawn, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about your shop. We're really excited to be here.
Well, thanks for coming up to visit. And we opened during COVID when everything was shut down, and I was home sewing, and my husband said, this place looks like a store. So I decided to open a shop, and this is where I spend my days. And we sew and quilt and make bags, and it's just a lot of fun. And I'm meeting a lot of wonderful ladies that love to sew, and it's their passion. So I'm able to provide beautiful fabrics and notions at a good price. So they're really happy.
Yeah, I think we can definitely relate to having tons of fabric in our craft rooms. We absolutely love it. I love all types of crafts, sewing, quilting, embroidering, and just so many other things. And it's just amazing to me. So tell me a little bit about your store. Tell us about this rack that's here behind us with some beautiful fabric.
This is my special sale section. So when we're making room for more fabric to come in, we have to move some fabric out. So I didn't know that when I got into retail, and I just kept ordering fabric, and I ended up with piles of fabric all over the place. So we have all these beautiful K-Facet, and we've got some Tula Pink and K-Facet, which are the name brand fabrics everybody knows. And then we also got this retro 30s, 40s looking fabric that came in, and I decided to order 2 and 3 bolts of each of these because they're so popular. And I also was able to put them out at a really good price at $7.99 a yard.
Yes.
So people really like it.
They're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous fabrics. I love the colors. They're just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and we have a lot of quilters and gift makers, bag makers. I've got some customers that make dog collars, and they come in for the fancy fabrics for making pet coats and things like that. So it's not just quilting, it's all kinds of crafting.
Beautiful.
So.
And now you also teach, right?
We have classes by appointment. So I get phone calls every week, and people come in and say, teach me how to sew, or teach my daughter how to sew, or my son how to sew. And I have usually 1 or 2 a week. So that's good. They come in, they spend the day with me in the store, and we just sew all day long. And I show them how to use the machine. Yeah, it's really fun. These are people that never used a machine before.
Yeah, and with the machines that are out there nowadays, they have become so high tech. Mm-hmm. You know, it can be a little intimidating when you get that sewing machine and you're not sure where to thread things and how to change a bobbin and all those types of things. That I'm sure that you make it so easy for them.
It is, and they only need 1 lesson with me because I'm very high energy, so I teach them everything they need to know in the 1 lesson, and then they're also welcome to come back anytime after that and just get a refresher. So it's like an ongoing kind of a lesson. So they get a lot for their money. And they don't have to buy a machine. They can use one of mine. Sometimes they buy a machine that may or may not be working well. So then I show them what's the difference between this machine and that machine. And I don't sell machines. I have some used machines, but I don't oversell them on a fancy $5,000, $6,000 machine. They can do just as nicely on a $200 machine.
Yeah,
so
it can be
it's
very
really
pricey.
fun.
Yeah, a lot of the machines with all the little bells and gadgets on there can be very pricey.
And intimidating. It's very intimidating too.
Yeah, and for a beginner who has just started to learn how to sew, I think the typical basic machine is really what they need for them to be able to ramp up their skills.
Yeah, and I think I watched a little bit of your shows, and as you do a lot of crafting things, which are really fun, and it's not all about making quilts. You can make rope bowls, and you can showcase rope bowls on your show, and people can make bags and zipper bags and pillows and little household items. So it's not all about making king-size quilts all the time. So we offer all the different notions for all the different projects and all the different patterns, and we have a very, very well-rounded group of clientele that just enjoys coming in shopping and having a cup of tea. We always have tea and coffee. Sometimes people just don't want to shop, and I give them the remote, and they can watch TV and have a cup of coffee. I don't care. It's just all about relaxing and getting away from the world. You come in my door, and it's all about sewing.
That's the amazing part, I think. You know, when at least for me, I go into my craft room, it's like that sense of just peace. And you just go in there, and I get so focused on my projects, and I just really enjoy you know, that alone time of just creating something.
It's like therapy.
Yeah, it is.
Free therapy.
It is, definitely. And I think it's just amazing. So let's go around. She's got some amazing things to see here, some beautiful projects, and we're just gonna take a look at just a couple of things that we have in our shop here.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a ton of projects here. And Dawn, this is just amazing. There's so many beautiful things in this store. Let's start talking about this up on the top, because these are just so gorgeous. Guys, these are zippered pouches and they're quilted. I love how it just kind of sits there and stands on its own. It's got the double zipper here.
That's the Clam Up Bag from by Annie.
Love it.
And it has 5 sizes.
Yes.
So it just keeps going and going, I know.
I love this. I mean, it goes and goes, and it just keeps going. It's, don't know what it's called, that little toy that we have, the little people inside that keep popping out all the time.
Russian toy, the little Russian dolls. Yeah, looks like a clam, so they call this the Clam Up pattern.
Amazing.
Yeah, and it has 5 sizes. And it has one smaller than this. So I chose not to make the teeny tiny one, but these are the sizes that it has.
And they're completely quilted on the side, and they all have the double zippers, which is really nice because you can kind of just close it on the top if you'd like. And it's got the little tabs on the bottom. Now, how difficult was this to make?
I made one to see how hard it was. And I had so much fun making it that I actually made the other 16 all in the same day because I was obsessed with making them. And the first one, I had a few bumps. You know, I figured out I did something wrong. Like I accidentally sewed this on the inside of the bag. So I had to take it out and put it on the outside. That's why we have seam rippers.
Yeah.
That's why God invented seam rippers. So once I made one perfectly, I said, let me see how many I can make in a day. And I ended up making the other ones.
Oh,
so, yeah, it was really fun. This was my first one, and then what I did was I made all 8 of these in one day.
Oh my gosh.
And I just perfected it. I just did all the quilting, then I did the cutting, then I did the zippers, and it was just kind of like an assembly line, and it just happened. And it went together so fast. And these are really good gifts if you want to make something for somebody.
Yes. Now, what stabilizer did you use?
By Annie, Soft and Stable. And I also have Bozal Soft and Stable. I've got rolls of it all over the store.
Wow.
It's a nice, thick, squishy fabric, and it makes nice stability. That's why these are standing up.
Yes, I love how they just kind of stand up like that. They don't flop over, which is really nice because when you're trying to put things inside, you know, they stay nice and open. And you can see the interior fabric that she's got on here. I mean, they're gorgeous. They're really, really gorgeous. I think you did a fantastic job.
They're fun too. Like if you go and you want your makeup and you can open it up like that and you can see everything inside the bag. And then you can just close it back up and zip it up.
Yeah, I like how it fully opens all the way. It really gives you that opportunity to really see what you have inside here.
I will tell you that By Annie puts a lot of thought into her patterns, and you should say hi to her. She's super nice, and she's got a pattern channel, and she talks about all the different things.
Yeah, my viewers know I love Annie books. I've got a ton of them.
And the zippers
I've showed them all the time. They're amazing.
These are her zippers. They're big, so you can grab them with your fingers if you have trouble with dexterity. They're not those little tiny ones from 100 years ago at Woolworths.
Yes,
you know?
yes. I love that. So we've got a couple of patterns here by Annie. See, So Simple Wallet. She's got a little wallet that you can make.
And this is a new pattern that is similar to this, but it's longer, more like a pencil case, and it opens up all the way. Okay. So that's a brand new pattern that just came in.
Nice.
I haven't made it yet.
It's called Drop Zone, guys. Looks amazing. I love that. Yeah, it is nice and long. So that's going to be a great travel pouch. You know, when you're traveling, you can fit a lot of things in there, or just even the notions in your sewing room.
I'm looking forward to making that one. Maybe I'll make a dozen.
Great.
I'll speed make them.
She's also got Cut It Out. These are scissor cases, another pattern here by Annie. Amazing. I love it. I love it. I mean, she does amazing stuff, but let's look at some of the other things because you've got some really nice bags on here, and I'm in love with these bags. They're all quilted. absolutely gorgeous. Let me move this over to the side so you guys can get a good look at this. Oh,
And this opens up flat like that. And I made these project bags. This pattern actually comes with a piece that's Velcroed in,
okay.
which I actually made, and somebody bought it from me about 2 months ago. One of my customers wanted it so bad that I actually wouldn't sell it to her, and she begged me, and I sold it to her, so that I had to make myself another one, and I left out the leaves, and so I made these instead, because you can
Nice.
really organize yourself, and then you can just grab and go.
Yes, for those of you who are doing the sew and sale or going to retreats or things like that.
Yeah, this is
nice way to
really
pack
nice.
up your stuff. You've got your bobbins in here, all in one place. I love this little pouch on the back. It's got the mesh in the back here. I love that. And the zipper, the way it's gorgeous. I mean, guys, look at that. The way it's made is absolutely beautiful. I love it. Now, the bag itself,
That's a by any pattern.
nice, and it's quilted on the front here. Actually, it's all the sides are quilted. It looks like,
The whole
right?
thing is quilted.
Wow.
Yep.
And now you've got the straps here. Tell me
Tula
about the
pink.
straps.
This is Tula pink. Tula pink strapping. You don't have to put fabric on it because she made strapping in all different colors, and so
Yes.
that's fun. And then I got the hardware, so I can take this off if I want and just carry it by the handles. It's really, I take this everywhere I go.
Yeah, this is a nice size. You know, it's not too big, and you can fit, guys, a ton of stuff on here. Now you've got this vinyl. What kind of vinyl did you use on here?
Actually, I sell by any vinyl, by any zippers, by any mesh, by any elastic.
It's all by Annie.
It's all by Annie, but I also have vinyl on the roll, and it's really nice. It's heavy duty. It stitches well. It's easy to sew. Don't be afraid to sew leather or vinyl or fake leather. Just jump right in. Just just use a strong needle.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
This is gorgeous.
and there are a lot of people that do by any classes. I mean, you could actually maybe do something. I don't know if you. I love that thing you made on TV this morning. The thank you, with the napkins. That was really good. I like that a lot. So, but this is just a fun bag to make, and a lot of people make this like for their grandkids as a little suitcase. So a lot of my customers will make this as a little travel bag for their grandchild, and they can pack up their pajamas and their slippers and their clothes, and they can travel to grandma's house with their
Oh, little
with their
grandma
custom
bag.
bag,
I
their
love
custom
that
travel
idea.
bag. Yeah, so it can be
That's
used for like a
so
lot of
cute.
things.
Yes, and you got so you have pouches here on the back, and they're nice and deep, so things won't fall out. So that's great.
Yep.
And then you've got the zipper in the front where you can stick things in. Oh, overnight bag to grandma.
A good overnight bag, yeah. That's
I
a good
love it.
overnight bag.
Love it, guys. This is really, really gorgeous.
And that's Tula pink fabric
Love
from my
it.
store.
This is amazing. And you've got another bag here for us.
This is called Take a Stand by Annie, and basically this is a bag, and the insert is at my house because I took it home. But the insert looks kind of like a pencil case, and what happens is it opens up and creates a teepee over the bag. So you open it up and it goes over the bag, and you've got all your tools exposed, your scissors, your seam rippers, everything. And then it fits in the bag, but I left it at home.
Will be a nice little bag to have in the car if you're kind of doing stuff in the car, little, maybe needlework stuff or anything like that, and it would hold that.
Yeah,
you.
and they also sell insulated material you can put on the inside and make it like a lunch bag, where you can put ice in there. You can put
Yes.
ice and cold drinks, and it stays cold. That's another pattern that she has. So, and then also let's go check the rope bowls out.
Yes. So we've got, let's just make some space over here.
I think you were kind of excited about the rope bowls.
Yes, I was. So we talked about rope bowls and we kind of experimented with a few, and she's got a number of them here. And I think they're just gorgeous. And I love how they kind of hold their shape. And so I was asking about the quality of the actual rope. So tell me a little bit about the quality, because these rope bowls are really sturdy and they stand up really well. So tell me a little bit about that.
I have 2 books, how to make rope bowl baskets. And in the book, it shows you 3 different qualities of rope. If you go to like Home Depot and you grab some rope, you can see that it's like thin pieces wrapped around a foamy piece. That's not good.
Okay.
You want an 100% cotton rope that is all cotton fibers, all wrapped around cotton.
Okay.
So there's different qualities, and this is a really tight, feel how tight that is. You can feel how tight that is. It's not real squishy. And that makes a nice firm bowl, and it gives it structure. So you roll it tight enough and you zigzag it through. And even if the fun part about a rope bowl is you can make 100 mistakes, it doesn't matter. You can always go back and zigzag over the hole.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best part of a rope bowl. So this was 4 yards. I was practicing, and this was 1 yard, 2 yards, 3 and 4. And I just kept going around and around because everybody asks me, how much rope do you need? 1 package will make this whole bowl. A package will make 1 bowl of this size, 3 bowls of this size, and probably 10 of this. So you get a lot of rope, and you're just wrapping fabric around the rope as you go, and it just comes out really pretty.
Yeah, it makes that cool design on here. That's really neat.
And I left this open to show you how we put it together. We just go around and around and around, and you just zigzag.
And just zigzag stitch. Now, what's the zigzag length that you use?
On most machines, I go to the biggest and the widest.
Okay.
So I usually like a 7 on some machines, it's 5, some it's 7. But you want to have a nice wide zigzag so that it hits the rope in the middle of each side.
Okay.
So you want your zig to hit here and your zag to hit there, see?
Right.
I don't know if you can see that, but the zig is hitting the middle of each piece of rope.
Nice.
And like I said, I left some holes to show you. Like here, see, this isn't really together.
Okay.
There's a hole there. You just go back over it with the zigzag.
Tiny, yeah. It's kind of a tiny, tiny hole.
It's a very forgiving project, and you can make these and give them as gifts when you go to dinner parties. People love getting a rope bowl to put their keys in,
Yeah.
or their jewelry on the counter. And
I use it to put like little notions and sewing clips and
Yeah.
things like that, right?
Right.
These are really neat, and they're handy, and they're just, they're very functional. You can use them for a lot of things. And I love the little design that you put here on the front.
I got that from the book. I'm not that creative, actually. I got this from the
so
book.
Cute. Love it, and it's got the little handles here, so you can just hold them on the sides. So really neat, and I like the little fabrics that you put in between here. That's really cool.
And you could also make them just flat and just make coasters. You could make like placemats. These make really good placemats because it absorbs moisture, and you just kind of brush them off and they don't really get that dirty. So you could just make a big flat one or make a bunch of coasters. Coasters are nice.
Yeah, and that's a great gift. You can make, 6 coasters for someone and then just wrap it up with a nice little ribbon. Yeah. Super cute gift. Love it. I love it.
Especially if someone has a boat. These are great gifts for someone who has a boat because they don't scratch the boat. Because people are always nervous about their boat getting scratched. These make great coasters. They're very nautical looking.
Yeah, and you can do all kinds of different fabric colors, right, to match up their decor.
Yeah.
I love that. Love it. Okay.
So we have a lot of fun with rope bowls.
We've got some more things to show you guys. So let's move over here. Now, this is something really special.
Yeah.
This is something I want you to tell me about this. This is really neat, guys.
When I opened my store, a little elderly woman and her husband came in and said, oh, would you like to sell my ironing boards? And I said, what? So she showed me her ironing boards, and I bought like 30 of them from her. She said the other store went out of business that used to buy them, and I said, I'll buy all the ones you have in your car. And then I sold them. It took a couple weeks, but I sold them all, and I called her back and said, listen, I want to order 50 more, and she and her husband were so happy.
Oh my
So
God.
this is like his hobby. He cuts these out of wood, and she sews the little ironing cover on it, and so you can steam it. People buy them for decoration. They use them when they go on retreats, and I have about 10 left, so I will be placing another order with her pretty soon.
Nice. Well, this is really, guys, nice hard surface for you to take your little iron, For those retreats or the traveling, this is really perfect. It's really nice, and I love how thick it is here.
It's 3 layers of batting plus Insul Braid.
Nice.
So there's Insul Braid in there.
So this will really flatten those seams when you're hitting it with that iron.
Yep.
And I love that he makes them. I mean, that's special. That's really special, and that's
Yeah.
amazing. You're probably gonna have one less after I leave today.
Well, they were really happy because they were sad the other store that used to buy them stopped buying them, so they were really happy they found me, and I was happy to help them because, you know, it's their hobby. It makes them happy.
That's neat. That's neat. I love it. Okay, so one more thing, and I just thought this was so fun. Guys, check out this little pop-up. I mean, so cute. Love this. Tell me how you make this. What do you need to make this?
There's 6 different sizes. This is the small. There's a medium, a small, an extra small, a large, and a big one that's about this big around. I made one and someone bought it, so I don't have that to show you. She just insisted on buying it. But these are little springs. Inside here there's a spring, and we sell the springs and the patterns, and you can buy the fabric. And the pattern has, I think, 6 different sizes. So you buy it once and you're done. But the springs they're not expensive. They're like $10, $14 for the spring. And it's really fun and easy to make, and I made a couple of them. I have another one somewhere in the store.
I love this. And so you quilted the bottom part here.
I quilted the bottom.
Really neat. And then it's got the top here.
Yeah, and this is supposed to be, so like, if you take it and you squish it down, you're supposed to be able to have this cute little, they used elastic, but I put this here, hold it down.
Okay.
So it's basically like if you're traveling and you need like a little spare, like if you're going on a retreat, you can just like tie this down so that it doesn't pop up in your suitcase.
Oh, nice. Look at that. Easy to travel. I love that. I mean, this is really neat. I could really use a couple of these in my craft room.
They're really easy to make. They're super easy to make.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make some more.
Oh, we'll definitely have to take a look at this before I leave. I definitely love this. And I love the spring. I mean, gosh, let's see. How do I, here we go. Look at this,
Imagine
guys.
if you use your suitcase like this and they open it and go, and it goes like that.
Yeah.
Like those things that pop out. What are those, snakes in the can?
Snakes, yeah.
Yeah.
How cute is that? You can have like this little, in your craft room, put all kinds of things in here, notions and stuff. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is super cute.
Yeah, and it was fun to make.
This is fun. We'll have to take a look at the springs and stuff before I leave for
Yeah, when you go around the shop, you can see the springs.
Yeah, so let's see. What else do we have here? We have some
Little lace zipper bags.
yes, and these are, oh my gosh, this little fish fabric.
Yeah, this is the soft and stable. You can feel how thick it is. You can see the difference between soft and stable and batting. So this is made with batting, and this is made with soft and stable. This was actually, I just went on YouTube and Googled lace zipper bag.
Okay.
That's all I did. And then I ended up teaching this in a class. And it's just, you take a 1/4 yard of fabric, you sew it together, you sew this, it's 6 rows of stitching, that's it.
Oh, wow.
6 rows of stitching.
Love
The
it.
ends, the zipper, and the sides, and that's it. So 2 ends,
Love it.
2 sides of a zipper, and then you sew it together and it's done.
This is so
I've had 7-year-olds make this bag. It's so easy to make. I taught 7-year-olds how to sew, and they loved it. They learned how to use the zipper foot, and they also learned how to sew. So that was fun.
beautiful. And these little ladybug fabrics.
That's
so
Tula.
cute. Tula, gorgeous. Okay, and we still have some more to show you guys. So we've got some pillows here. Now, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but look at this here. You can see, oh yeah, this is probably gonna be easier to show.
That's Chenille Cutter.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. They look like little roses all
pretty.
around. So gorgeous. And then take a look at the front. I mean,
That's Mulga.
how cute is that?
That's a young gentleman who designs fabric, and he does all these really fun creatures.
That is just so cute. So fun. I love it. So tell me a little bit. Now, I can buy this.
We sell this by the yard, and it's stretch fabric. And then people are intimidated by stretch fabric. It's so easy to work with. We actually had a cuddle class.
You know, I just thought it was minky when I first saw it.
It's
like
minky. It's cuddle minky, Shannon minky cuddle. I call it the same thing. It is minky.
But it's, you know, usually with minky, I'm afraid of it because it's like when I cut it, it's like it's all over the place. And
Well,
it gets
you don't
everywhere.
cut it with a rotary cutter.
Okay, so tell me some tips on that.
So minky, you cut it with a box cutter.
Okay.
And it just cuts the backing, and it doesn't cut the fluffy stuff, so that when you're done cutting it, the fluffy stuff actually comes over the edge, so you don't lose it. And it won't mess up your whole room. It's really easy.
I just had minky everywhere, and it was kind of like, oh no.
Like, here's a piece of minky right here. So this is the minky, and it has a mesh on the back. These are called perfect scissors.
Okay.
And they have a serrated edge on them.
Oh, okay.
I sell a lot of these. So if you were just gonna cut like on this line that I made, and you just take the scissors and you cut, you're just cutting the back of it. You're not really cutting the minky. See, nothing comes off.
Oh, wow.
So if you use a rotary cutter, you're gonna be chopping all the fuzz, and it's gonna be like you just plucked a chicken. But if you're using this is really, really simple, and this is, it's just really cutting. See, look, and that's it. See, you're not really, and see, you're not losing your
the fuzz.
So when you sew it together, you don't lose anything. Yeah.
Nice.
Buckley. These are Buckley scissors. I sell all these scissors. They're serrated, so it doesn't slip on the fabric.
Nice.
It's very cool.
They have really good handles on here.
Yeah.
So.
But if you have a sharp I sell box cutters. That's just a dull one. But if you were to slice down here, you wouldn't be cutting any of the fuzz.
Ah, so great tip.
Yeah.
I love that.
Box cutter or Buckley scissors.
Got it. Buckley scissors, box cutter for minky fabrics.
Yeah, and look,
Love
like
it.
two little fuzzy things.
And you can make just gorgeous, gorgeous little pillows. She's got even a little mini one here you can use on your dollhouse for their little grandkids. Super, super cute. Love it.
We also have something fun. Anybody that wants to make a chenille pillow, look at this. This is a fun craft.
Nice.
And I put this through the wash already.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And it gets all fuzzy
Oh,
and fun.
yes.
This is what it starts out to look like. It looks like this when you start. And I'll let you do it. You just take this little chenille cutter,
Okay.
put it in one of these little things,
And then just slide it through.
and just slide it through. That's it.
Oh my gosh.
And then there's 4 layers of fabric here, and once you wash it, it looks like that.
Oh, that's pretty neat. So it's got like this little guide. It's like a rotary cutter, but with a guide on it.
And this little piece goes through the channel, so you can try another one there. Like you can just, to get it started, it's a little tough. You just hold on each side there and push hard. See?
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that fun?
And then look at that. They've cut it open. So now you can.
And it's already
Start
quilted,
working
so if you were making a blanket, this is already quilted. Turn it around,
nice.
see? It's already quilted on the back. That's a fun little tool, a chenille cutter.
I love that. All these little gadgets. There's just so many things.
We're having way too much fun here.
We are.
Oh my gosh.
We definitely are. And I guess one more gadget that I see, and this is one that I have in my craft room that I can't live without, is this Rotaries. This rotating cutting mat. Amazing. This one's OmniGuard. Yes. Love them too.
I love them.
Yeah.
I love them.
Amazing. Love this. Well, you've got so many things. We're going to just kind of take a little glance around the store and just show you some of the amazing projects that she's got hanging. And I hope you guys really enjoy it. So thank you so
Thanks
much.
for coming up. Thanks for coming all the way up to visit my shop in Sarasota.
Yes, thank you for having us. We had a blast. I really love you shared all these projects with us, and I really appreciate the time you take.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. So let's just take a quick tour and then we'll be wrapping this up. Thanks again for tuning in, and I hope to be crafting with you soon.
To a GiftsHQ makes crafting videos, creating with passion and a love for what she sews. Crochet, quilting, and sewing, crafting is what she knows. making smiles one craft at a time. Your talent will grow with every stitch and every thread she weaves her art. Her hands create something special straight from the heart. And as the colors come alive, the joy spreads near and far.